All like that crystal ball, believe me. Danielle, thank you so much.
Yes.
Much appreciated. By the way, President Trump defending his plan to place migrants in sanctuary cities. Here's his tweet. Quote, the USA has the absolute legal right to have apprehended illegal immigrants transferred to sanctuary cities. We hereby demand that they be taken care of at the highest level, especially by the state of California, which is well known for its poor management and high taxes. Making a number of points in that tweet. And listen to what Democrat Congressman Jerrold Nadler had to say. Roll tape.
The president has no right to spend money appropriated by Congress for other purposes to ship immigrants all over the country. If someone requests asylum, he should be considered. There should be a place for that person to stay while that asylum request is being adjudicated. Nor is it right for the president to use immigrants or people who are claiming political asylum as pawns.
All right, joining us now to try and sort all this out, Judge Andrew Napolitano, the Liberty File host. Judge, thanks for being here. Does the president have a legal right to do this?
Yes, he does, but he's going to shoot himself in the foot, metaphorically.
Why?
Obviously. Because this is the opposite of what he said he was going to do. He criticized President Obama very harshly for what the President Trump called catch and release.
Right.
People are stopped at the border. They make an application for asylum. In the Obama years, they were free to go wherever they wanted in the United States and expected to come back for their hearing as to whether or not they're entitled to asylum. Fewer than 10% came back. That's effectively what the president is doing, stopping them at the border and then releasing them, but putting them on a bus to New York or Chicago or San Francisco or Seattle. Secondly, what's coming up next year besides the presidential election? The 2020 census. And who gets counted in this 2020 census? Persons, not just citizens. He really will, this is why I say shooting himself in the foot, cause more congressional representation to be justified in those cities by the presence of the aliens that he has sent there. If they stay there, they'll be free to go wherever they want.
I spoke to an attorney, I interviewed an attorney this morning, who said he can't do this because it's a violation, I think they said, of the Hatch Act, basically using taxpayers' money to carry out a political move.
You could make that argument, but the president can really put these folks on a bus and send them wherever they want. Another interesting thing is he said, I want locals to take care of them. For years, the federal government has been arguing in court and elsewhere, immigration is exclusively a federal matter. For years, they have, including his Justice Department, has made that argument. He might be undermining that argument by saying, California, Seattle, New York, you take care of them. So I don't see this happening. If it does, it's not going to have the intended consequences that he wants.
In fact, the opposite, in your mind.
Yes.
So as it stands right now, we know that detention centers are overflowing. So where are migrants who have come to the border, are trying to get into the country, where are those that there's no room for, where are they going right now? They're just
going to get off the bus. I mean, there are no detention centers.
Because at one point we were going to put them back to Mexico and say, wait there.
They can be sent back to Mexico if they're from Mexico.
The
huge numbers of them, correct, are from Central America. And the law, here's where I agree with the president, the laws are a little illogical at times. The law says you can only send someone back to the country from which they came if it's contiguous to the United States, which, of course, Central America is not.
Right. All right. So we know he's making a political point, but in the end, it may not be what he wants the outcome to be.
Put. You just said in 10 seconds what it took me 3.5 minutes to try and explain.
But you say it with such passion, Judge. That's why we love you. Thanks for being here.
Okay.
All right, let's take a live look at the White House. President Trump expects